Cowboys Nation, what's up? Before we jump into today's exclusive breaking news, go ahead and smash that like button to support the channel. It helps a ton and lets us know you want more Cowboys updates as they happen. We know this team is always searching for ways to improve, and it's clear the front office is hard at work trying to build a championship-level roster from top to bottom. Whether it's stacking the secondary or locking down our biggest stars, the goal remains the same: bringing a Lombardi back to Dallas. And today we've got two huge updates. First, the Cowboys just added a Super Bowl-winning defensive back to the roster. And second, and maybe even bigger, we've got the latest insight into the Micah Parsons contract situation. And folks, there may be a holdup that could affect training camp. So stay with us. This one's packed. The Dallas Cowboys are making moves yet again. On Wednesday, the team officially signed cornerback Robert Rochell to a one-year deal. And this is not just any depth signing. Rochell brings with him championship pedigree and versatility, two traits that could be extremely valuable as the Cowboys gear up for training camp. NFL insider Adam Schefter broke the news on X, stating, "Free agent CB Robert Rochell reached agreement today on a one-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys, per agent Kevin Connor of Unisports Management." Now let's break down why this signing matters. First off, Robert Rochell isn't a stranger to success. He was part of the Los Angeles Rams' Super Bowl LVI winning roster in the 2021 season, playing alongside none other than Jalen Ramsey. During that title run, Rochell started 5 games and was heavily involved in the rotation before injuries altered his path. While his role has shifted primarily to special teams since then, the raw talent and experience remain. What makes this addition intriguing is Rochell's background. Before turning pro, Rochell played multiple positions, not just cornerback. In high school, he saw time at safety, edge rusher, and linebacker. That kind of positional flexibility is exactly what Dan Quinn and now Mike Zimmer love in their defensive backs: tall, rangy, physical, and smart. Rochell checks those boxes. Now, this doesn't mean Rochell will be pushing Trevon Diggs or Daron Bland for starting reps. Those guys are locked in as all-pros, with Diggs looking to return strong after injury, and Bland coming off a historic season in 2023. But Rochell provides needed depth, especially after some injury concerns in recent years and the ongoing uncertainty around Jordan Lewis. But here's where it gets even more interesting. There was a lot of buzz earlier this offseason about the Cowboys possibly pursuing Jalen Ramsey himself, especially with the Miami Dolphins trying to free up cap space. Some insiders even said Dallas looked into it back in March. Could the Rochell signing be a small nod to that pipeline? While a Ramsey trade seems unlikely now due to contract and injury issues, don't think for a second that Jerry Jones isn't exploring every possible option. Rochell might not have Ramsey's name value, but he brings a bit of that same swagger and championship mindset to a group that's hungry to take the next step in 2025. If nothing else, this is a low-risk, high-upside move that gives Dallas more firepower in a secondary that's already one of the most dangerous in the league. Now let's pivot to the other major headline out of the Star. And this one involves our heart and soul on defense: Micah Parsons. We all know Parsons is a game-changer. He's already a 4-time Pro Bowler, a 2-time All-Pro, and at just 26 years old, he's already racked up 52.5 career sacks. He's made it clear he's not just looking for a payday, he wants to reset the market. But according to NFL insider Ian Rappaport, there's a new twist in the Parsons extension saga. It's not just about money anymore, it's about term length. Here's the deal. The Cowboys historically like long-term deals when locking in their stars. We saw that with Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and DeMarcus Lawrence, all of whom signed multi-year contracts that kept them in Dallas through their prime. But recently, that's been changing. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, for example, both signed 4-year extensions, giving them flexibility to renegotiate or hit the market again relatively soon. And now Parsons is looking at that same path. Reports indicate that Parsons may prefer a shorter deal, giving him more control over his career trajectory and a chance to cash in again later. From the Cowboys' side, a longer-term deal provides cost certainty. From Parsons' side, more flexibility equals more leverage down the road. It's the classic tug-of-war. And here's where it gets concerning. There hasn't been any recent communication between Parsons' camp and the Cowboys. They had progress months ago, but nothing has happened since. That's a red flag, especially with training camp right around the corner. There's even talk of a possible hold-in, not a full holdout, but a situation where Parsons shows up to camp but refuses to participate in full drills until a deal is finalized. So why not just pay the man? Well, the market keeps shifting. Myles Garrett currently leads all edge defenders with a $40 million per year deal, but T.J. Watt, Aiden Hutchinson, and Trey Hendrickson are all in line for new contracts too, meaning that number could jump even higher soon. And the longer the Cowboys wait, the more expensive it gets. If Parsons resets the market now, they might save money long term. But if they wait until Hutchinson or Watt re-ups their deals, Jerry might be writing an even bigger check. Bottom line, the Cowboys cannot afford to fumble this. Parsons isn't just a star, he's the identity of this defense, the face of the franchise, and a tone setter every time he steps on the field. CeeDee Lamb is entering the 2025 NFL season with sky-high expectations, and rightfully so. According to NFL.com's early bold predictions, Lamb is on pace to break the league's single-season reception record. And folks, that's not just hype. We're talking about 149 catches, a record set by Michael Thomas of the Saints back in 2019. NFL.com is predicting that Lamb, with the help of a revamped offense and more weapons around him, will not only chase that number, he'll shatter it. Let's look at the numbers. In 2023, Lamb recorded 135 receptions, just 14 short of the all-time mark. That was with a healthy Dak Prescott slinging the ball and Lamb facing double teams nearly every week as the clear number one threat. But now, enter George Pickens, one of the most dangerous deep threats in the NFL. His arrival completely changes the dynamics of Dallas's offense. Defenses can't just key in on Lamb anymore. They'll have to respect Pickens' ability to stretch the field, which means Lamb will see more open looks in the short and intermediate zones, right where he thrives. NFL.com put it like this: you pair Lamb with a receiver as dangerous as Pickens, and it's likely that opposing defenses will be frustrated on a weekly basis. Lamb has put together 3 straight 100-catch seasons, despite being the focus of defenses. With all the freedom coming his way this fall, CeeDee's going to go off. What makes this prediction believable isn't just the addition of Pickens. It's CeeDee's track record of excellence. Since arriving in Dallas, Lamb has done nothing but dominate. 3 straight seasons with over 100 receptions, and last year, despite missing 2 games and catching passes from Cooper Rush for most of the season, he still posted 101 receptions for 1,094 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's consistency. That's production. And that's a player with elite work ethic and elite chemistry with his quarterback. Now that Dak Prescott is healthy and has another legitimate WR threat in Pickens, the pressure is off Lamb to do it all. That gives him the freedom to run cleaner routes, avoid constant double coverage, and do what he does best: make plays. Let's also not forget, Lamb works primarily out of the slot, which means he'll be matched up against safeties and nickel corners, a matchup he almost always wins. Add in the fact that Mike McCarthy is calling the plays again, and you know the offense is going to keep feeding him. If CeeDee stays healthy and Prescott plays a full season, breaking 150 receptions is no longer a dream. It's a very real possibility. So what does this all mean for the Cowboys? It means this offense is being rebuilt around explosiveness and efficiency. George Pickens brings the vertical threat. CeeDee Lamb brings the elite route running and separation. And with Tony Pollard gone, there's even more reason to lean on the passing game to control the tempo. Dak Prescott is also entering a contract year, and you better believe he's going to be motivated to put up monster numbers. With Lamb as his go-to guy, don't be surprised if this becomes one of the most productive QB-WR duos in the NFL. And let's not forget the schedule. Dallas opens the season against the defending Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles, on Thursday Night Football, September 6th, at Lincoln Financial Field. That's a nationally televised game, a chance for Lamb to make an immediate statement and show the world what this new-look offense can do. You want bold predictions? Here's 1. CeeDee goes for 12 catches, 150 yards, and a touchdown in Week 1. Cowboys Nation. These two storylines are shaping the core of our offseason. The Robert Rochelle signing may fly under the radar now, but don't be surprised if he becomes a key depth piece come preseason. And when it comes to Micah Parsons, well, every day that passes without a deal is one day closer to possible tension in Oxnard. So let's talk about it. Do you like the Rochelle signing? And what's your take on the Parsons contract situation? Should Jerry give him what he wants now, or play the long game? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and if you love Cowboys content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got you covered all off seasons long. Let's ride!